We are few, but we are very competitive.
The weather is even worse than in Scotland, so you don't have any options. You have to have that mentality that the weather is not a thing that you can allow to disturb you.
We don't have the big stadiums, don't obviously have the big crowds to come to the games, but they're trying to do everything the correct way.
Of course, it can get a bit chilly from time to time.
I left Rangers when I was 21. I got a phone call asking if I would come to Iceland. I decided to just come over and see how it was, and then I've not looked back since.
It's $1 million question why Iceland is succeeding internationally.
My name is Steven Lennon. I play football for FH in Iceland. FH was always one of the biggest clubs since I've been in Iceland. They were winning a lot and challenging.
It's that club in Iceland that have been winning the most titles for the last 15 years.
We've every year played European football, either in the Champions League or the European League. My name is Valdimar Svavarsson, and I'm the chairman of VFTT Hafnarfjarðar. Steven Lennon has been one of our most prominent players. He's made a big impact on Icelandic football.
Played for Rangers, signed a professional contract there just before my 16th birthday. Got my debut when I was 18. At that time, I was one of the better players for my age group, so I really felt like I could develop into a Rangers first team player until maybe the age of 19, 20. Didn't make too many appearances for the first team, and then maybe that's when it started to get difficult for me.
Lenny og Jónatan taka bara þannig sé bakverðina, fullbacks. Bjössi og Þórir fyrir aftan, en stint. Bjössi, Þórir, batting, position, centrally.
You can see a lot of styles in the Icelandic league.
It's difficult to compare leagues, of course. The difference would be the physicality of Scottish game and the tempo of the game.
In the old days, there was a lot of tackles and hard heads. Now, with some of the teams in the top division, they want to try to play football on the ground.
I'm quite small in stature, so I was never ever going to be one of the better players when it comes to the physical side of the game. Players fall away too easily because they're used to playing good football and they can't cope the physical side when they go down their levels. And I was one of those. Why would I stay in Scotland and look over my shoulder and see the ball in the air all the time and fight for the ball so much when it's not my style? I would rather go somewhere where I think I would enjoy the football a lot more.
Steven is, in my opinion, one of the best foreign players that have played in Iceland. If you look at offensive players that have played in the league, he is absolutely one of the best. I think approximately played 180 games, 90 goals plus. That's goal in every other match. My name is Ólafur Kristjánsson and I'm head coach of FH Hafnarfjarðar in Iceland.
I had no expectations. I was going for a footballing reason. I knew not much about Iceland at all. I just got on a flight to come over, and as I landed, I was shocked at the landscape. Snow was knee-deep at the side of the roads and stuff.
Coping with this climate is you don't have any options. You have to accept this is how both the weather and the circumstances we are playing in.
They're building these indoor halls. The facilities at most clubs are excellent. Because we have the harsh winters and the pre-season is so long, we have to have these halls so that we can get the hours on the field.
When I was young, for example, we just played handball in the wintertime and football in summertime. But now it's a totally all-year sport.
The indoor arenas, the first one was built in 2001-2. That's one of the things we saw that we needed to do to be able to compete.
Back in the days before these football halls were built, it must have been horrendous, and I could only imagine. Luckily enough, the kids now have everything they could ask for. They have all the indoor halls on the doorstep. Kids as young as like 10 are training 3-4 times a week and have a game at the weekend. And as you see, the national team are reaping the benefits.
We know what we are good at. We are not using small population, bad weather, bad conditions as an excuse. I think small population can be a benefit in a way. It has helped us well that there has been players that have been going abroad and getting experience abroad.
There's a full other world out there of football. It's not just Scotland, do well, get down to England. Why not go and try it, you know? Go and push yourself. All I've known is football. I'll definitely be involved somewhere, and it'll probably be in Icelandic football. Of course, I had ambitions to play for Glasgow Rangers first team or move to England or one of the top 5 leagues, you know, because, you know, I was a talented young player and that's what my dreams were. It didn't work out. I think I've made a decent enough career in Iceland and my home is probably here now. And I'm glad I did it.